Thank you, Christina.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark.
Absolutely.
To be here.
Your killer emotions. You talk about in your book about the quick fix, right? Explain what that is. It seems so elementary, but...
Yeah, you know, Mark, the thing is, we are an immediate gratification society. We're taught to want it now, to get it now. But the problem is we're never taught to practice the art of delayed gratification and discipline when it's appropriate. And oftentimes when we are enveloped by our emotions, when we're sad, when we're angry, when we're hurt, when we feel rejected, we oftentimes opt for a quick fix to make us feel better for the moment. But oftentimes that decision is counter to what's really good for us and what we really want in the long term of our lives.
So it was food for you or for others.
Or people sometimes drink,
Taking the drink, the cigarette, go back to the bad guy, the bad girl. Let your mother or some office mate or some boss, you know, push your emotional buttons, and then you retaliate quickly, and then you go, oh my God, what did I do? And the costs can be devastating.
Which is what you refer to as the, I'm going to try to get it out, consequence cognizant is what you talk about.
What is that?
Well, I think it's really important in this immediate gratification society to think about the consequences of your acts. Think about, one, the shame. Think about the loss. For example, had Lance Armstrong or Arnold Schwarzenegger or Kobe Bryant in the Eagle, Colorado situation, or David Petraeus thought about the consequences of their act, their loss of their career, their loss of possibly their marriage, of their earnings. Kobe could have gone to jail. I mean, those things might stop you in your tracks. Conversely, if you can think about all the amazing things that you can get by making a positive life choice about eating, drinking, smoking, or anger management, that may also propel you to make a positive life choice.
But, you know, you mentioned men that have these huge, unbelievable egos and whatever it is to win, and the hubris that they have, and thinking that their behavior doesn't apply to anybody else, and there are no consequences for them. That's a different animal, isn't it?
Well, you know, there are two things I'd like to say to that, Christina. One, I found in representing people and counseling people for 30 years, oftentimes the amount of energy you put in to achieving fame and success is directly proportional to how insecure, how hurt, how rejected you felt as a kid. So there are emotions triggering that incredible will to win. But the second thing is, I wrote the book for everyone because everyone deals with toxic emotions. The thing is, when you're a celebrity, oftentimes you're rewarded for bad behavior. People like Lindsay Lohan, you know, make a living, remain relevant by being on the front page of the tabloids. So they are different than we are up to a point. If Lindsay Lohan doesn't start getting it right, one of these days a producer is going to say life's too short, and she, in fact, will sabotage herself, too.
But you know what, and we're kind of jumping ahead here because there's so many things in this book I find fascinating, but you talk about we shouldn't, you said Lindsay is doing bad things, which is different than having bad feelings or bad emotions.
Right.
You say don't judge our feelings. If we're angry, we're angry. It's okay to be angry.
Right.
I'm not taught that. I'm taught, hey, settle down. Don't be so angry. And you're saying we should be okay with that.
Mark, the thing is, emotions aren't per se good or bad. It's the expression of the emotion, the life choice you make, and the act that you commit that is really either toxic or constructive. For example, let me give you one. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, both of the New England Patriots. Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round and felt, I believe, rejected and wasn't respected. And I believe that he's had an anger and this energy to prove himself. And so that anger turned positive, channeled positively, I think makes him bring it every Sunday to show that he's the best quarterback ever and prove his detractors wrong. So in this case, anger, resentment, rejection, when channeled in the right way, when used to compel you to make a positive and constructive life choice, can be positive. Conversely, you know, love is a very positive emotion people feel, but if you love somebody too much at the wrong times and you smother them, it could be counterproductive as well. So it's how you express them in the appropriate context.
Yeah, there's, you talk about pets, and I'm not talking about the furry ones that run around your house. Personal, emotional triggers.
Yes.
Everybody has them.
Everybody has them. Personal emotional triggers are the things you love more than life, hate more than life, fear more than life, loathe more than life. Those are the things that will motivate you. For example, if I don't want to be shamed into something, that may motivate me to make a positive life choice. The motivations that I found when I was this obese child to break up the toxic script was I wanted to get thin so I could be a good athlete, to be with my dad and bond with him because I knew my dad was a good athlete. So every time I had the choice to stop eating fattening foods, I declined to eat the food because I wanted to be thin to get the thing I wanted more than life, my dad's love. There was a girl that I had a crush on named Dale, and she viewed me as the class clown, the fat class clown. I wanted her to view me romantically. The only way I was going to do this is to lose weight. Again, I thought to myself, am I going to eat this food or am I going to get Dale's romantic attention? The third thing is all the kids in class were wearing these cool, tapered jeans that weren't available in the Husky section. And I wanted to fit in. I wanted to wear the jeans other kids could wear. So when I bundled those personal emotional triggers, my dad's love, this girl's attention, romantic attention, fitting into the clothes I never could wear, it was easy for me to decline eating the fattening foods and get thin. But there's one thing that's so important. The reason why people diet and then go back again and gain all the weight back is because their personal emotional triggers. The reason they started to lose the weight, the motivation goes away. You know, it's no longer new year, new you. It's no longer a cruise. It's no longer a new love interest. It's no longer swimsuit season. It goes away. What you have to do is continue to find your personal emotional triggers throughout your life to remain thin so you can sustain your positive life choice
If that is your
making.
goal, yeah. If that's what
or
you're,
anything else.
yeah, or anything else. Wonderful,
Boy.
Ken. There's so many things in this book to dig into. We only got to a couple of them.
Yeah,
If
should
you
come
are,
back and talk.
if you want,
It's
if
like
you,
a therapy session.
it really is. I find it so fascinating. For the rest of Ken's 7 steps to modifying your behavior, pick up Your Killer Emotions: The 7 Steps to Mastering the Toxic Emotions, Urges, and Impulses That Sabotage You. Or you can visit yourkilleremotions.com.
Thank you.